Whoa, hello. Whoa, this is so weird. I feel so surprised. Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a singer-songwriter and bedroom music producer. And today I'm going to be reacting to Carly Rae Jepsen's brand new album. This is The Loveliest Time. Let's go. Carly put out The Loneliest Time back last autumn. I didn't cover it on the channel. I think it was similar time to when Taylor's album was out, and so I ended up focusing on that. And I ended up not doing a reaction because I just listened to the album myself and loved it. Though it took me a few listens. Sometimes it takes a few listens to grow on you. Still, I'm going to be reacting today. We'll see how that goes. Just so you know, like my Carly Rae Jepsen history, I am a big old fanboy. Obviously, I love To Call Me Maybe. People on the internet were saying, you know, like Emotion is like one of the best pop albums ever. And then when I actually finally listened to it, I was like, oh shit, this is incredible. This is actually incredible. And so that album in particular has like some of my favourite songs. There's a few songs on Dedicated I really like as well. And then on The Loneliest Time, I just absolutely love Talking to Yourself. I love Bends. That one is just absolutely gorgeous. And To Go Find Yourself or Whatever, love that song. I wasn't expecting the kind of slow ballad ones to hit me with Carly Rae because I'm so used to like banger, I love you tracks. But those ones really struck me, especially when I saw what Ben's was about. Oh my God. I have heard Shy Boy, didn't really like it all that much. If I'm honest, I wasn't really feeling it. So I'm not sure. Sometimes like the singles aren't actually the ones that aren't all that great. Hopefully Shy Boy isn't like representative of the rest of the album and that I will actually like the rest of it. We'll see. Did you enjoy that song that you heard in the beginning? That's cool because that is my brand new song, Boyfriend, and it hasn't actually come out yet. It will be coming out soon though. I've got a mini album brewing. It's almost ready. It's so close. Make sure to head over to my Lucent Music channel and subscribe over there and check out all my old music, which is already up. Yeah, and you'll be the first to be there when the new music drops, when my new music video that I'm planning drops. If you're discovering my channel for the first time, welcome. I love listening to music and really digging into the lyrics and the meaning behind the songs. If you like reactions like that, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are a fan of the channel, then you can go over to Patreon and watch this video and all my videos with no edits, so you can actually enjoy the song at the same time as I enjoy it. Cool, okay. Carly Rae Jepsen, The Loveliest Time. Okay, so the first song, this is Anything to Be With You. Oh God, this is going to be romantic and I'm so here for it. Okay, interesting hook to begin the album with. Kind of 70s California-y. Ooh. Cool. I like the drum track. It's reminding me of Western Wind. It's definitely got this like heavy 70s vibe. It's really like dynamic though. Love the breakout into harmonies. It's like unison into harmony is really fun. Okay. This is a really unique song from her. Like the setup is very different. The drum track is really the focus and it's not like full sonics and full production the whole way through. But it kind of bursts out. It's really fun. Anything to be with you. Ah, that's so lovely. I'm going to use the word lovely all the time in this reaction. The only thing is that this like hook chorus moment isn't quite going to the heights I want it to go to. Like maybe it needs a bit more fullness for me. I love those moments. Love the clap production. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I feel like this needs more musical fullness in the chorus, which is unique, definitely, but I think it just needs that bit extra. Cool though, very cool. I love that like she's got like a quite kind of different style. It definitely really has like so much Carly Rae in it, like the really hooky like vocal lines and stuff. But yeah, the production's built up very differently, has a bit more of a 70s throwback thing, but it's still super punchy and dynamic, really fun. I just feel like it just needed a little bit more musical fullness in the chorus. That's my only note. Otherwise, really love it, and I feel like that's going to be a grower, definitely. Anything you want to do, I really want to do it with you. I can be friends with your friends, anything to be with you. So it's like I'm willing to open myself up to and get into your life just so I can spend more time with you. I feel like I know love's second chance almost slipped away. when it comes to me, boy, falling for you is never over. So it's like I'm falling over and over and over again for you. And she's talking about how she almost maybe missed the chance to be with this person. Maybe she was like doubting it at the beginning, and now she's like, nope, I'm all in, you know? An appetite for stars tonight, and you're the reason, you're the reason. It's really like a beautiful kind of admission of like being in love with this person, having almost lost it, and maybe like the fact that she almost lost it and almost like passed up on it really is like driving that home, that feeling home for her now, you know? Okay, song number 2, this is Kamikaze. Ooh. Really enjoying the groove. I love the kind of like filtered out moment. It's giving me underwater vibes. And there's water imagery. I fall back into the feeling like we've just begun. Ooh. It's giving me dark disco. Love the groove of it, love the depth in it. It's really cool. The production's so fun in this album so far. Seems to be like quite kind of experimental. Particularly with the reverbs. Like they're quite kind of like boxy reverbs for something so synthetic. I like the use of like the side chain. It's kind of ends up kind of becoming a bit of a wave. Cool. I love the production on that. Like it really kind of had like, yeah, that kind of dark disco feel. Like side chaining is basically where you take a compressor, basically limits the volume of something based on a parameter, and you can set that parameter to something else. And so in a lot of electronic music, they set that parameter to the kick drum, and that means that the voice kind of fluctuates volume based on what the kick drum's doing. And then if you take the kick drum out, it sounds like, you know. Music tech helpline. And I like that she used that in that song with the kind of like to give it so much groove. It's really nicely produced. I have a feeling that like lyrically mostly it's going to stick to similar themes. Like I don't really go to Kollage Jepsen for challenging music themes, if I'm honest. I saw you in the deep end, a shipwreck underwater. I know I shouldn't want it, I'm just here for the weekend. A wordless kind of offer, and I'm hoping that you saw that. I like the water imagery and the way that it works with the music production too. Because I see you, I fall back into the feeling like we've just begun. Tell me, oh, are you tired of being alone? You're not the only one. So it sounds like somebody who is like maybe having a casual fling with someone. Let's just be together for tonight, you know. I know it sounds fatal. I know we made fires, the ending's real clear, and it won't take us higher tonight. I might need to come kamikaze, crash you into your way. I know we'll go up, but we'll end up free falling. I really enjoy the imagery of the kamikaze. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like the Japanese infamous fighter pilots who would like commit suicide basically by crashing into the ground to kill people. Dark, but I think culturally the image of it has evolved past that. But I think the kind of fatalistic thing is that like she knows that this kind of hookup is actually going to be bad for her. That's the comparison to the kamikaze pilot, you know. I'm going to crash into you, and even though I know that we're going to come up really high and we're going to have these heights of this like maybe this fling, this sex, I know it's all going to come crashing down at the end of the day because it's not good for me. It's a really, really cool imagery. I know it sounds fatal, yeah. That kind of like feeling of like wanting someone when you shouldn't, you know. Next song, this is After Last Night. Whoa, hello. Kollage does hyperpop. What? I'm into it. I'm very much into it. She's really playing around with the production in this one, huh? Could this be a new direction for her in the next album? Like, I could see her going like proper dream hyperpop vibes. Ooh, okay. Oh, beautiful. I love this like dream quality to it. So cool. This is so weird, but I love it. And I love how the chorus kind of goes down, but then kind of like breaks out again. Cool. I love that kind of like slightly lower texture, great sound. It's like, it's really cool. Manifested something right. Yeah. Love that little string. Bing! It's like real dream, isn't it? You know, it's like after last night, now I've woken up. This is when the true dream begins, you know? It's so sweet. I'm really enjoying this. This is totally up my street. Like interesting, unique electronica that really like is uplifting. Really loved that. That was like such an unexpected vibe from her. It was like totally like almost like throwback Chase and Status drum and bass rudimental 2011 electronic dance music fused with hyperpop, fused with romance. It was giving me a bit of like the energy of like Dancing in the Moonlight, that kind of dreamlike quality at the same time. You know, it's a very cool mixture of different references and like just so cool for Carly. And I really, really loved the kind of almost like cheesy level of romance in it. I mean, that's what I go to Carly for, is like that kind of level of like dream-like romance that just like really just sets me off. You know, I love it. Beautiful, lovely, interesting, different, love it. Gravity's not enough to keep me on your street, walking 20 feet above the ground. Oh my God, I need you to hold my hand. Every kiss we start feels somehow incomplete. Secrets in the corner of your mouth, things I want to understand. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I love that imagery of her like floating above the street because she's just so in love. And it's like, I need you to ground me. I need you to hold my hand and keep me on the ground. I love it. Then you said, hey, before we make a big mistake, is there some place we can go right now? I don't think that it can wait. So maybe he was like, we need to define what's going on before one of the two of us really gets carried away. After last night, things look different in the pale moonlight. In the moment I was hypnotized, you can go ahead and open your eyes. All right, so there is a sense of dream to it. I see you and I think it's going to change my life. Not afraid of getting close this time. You can go ahead and open your eyes. So it's like a moment where it all kind of becomes true for her, where she really falls in love. You can open your eyes because you shouldn't be afraid, but also because this isn't a dream, it's real, you know? I love that. And I love how the dream quality goes into the lyric, music and the production. It's like so many levels to that. I love it. Next song, this is Aeroplanes. Back to the 70s drums.
I want you to be the one for me, you know, begins to glow.
It's got real hippie quality to it. It's kind of giving me late 70s, almost like a bit like Stevie Wonder.
I could be the way you wanted me tonight. Everything you want to be.
Nice.
I would fly aeroplanes in the ocean for you.
Ooh.
Didn't you ever dream?
What an interesting mixture of chords. She's really playing around with harmony. It's so interesting. Wow. This is far more experimental than I was expecting. This is so weird. Certainly got a dreamy quality to it. I do love the kind of hazy dreamlike quality that's like this whole album so far has been drenched in. It's like a heavy nostalgia, a saturation, a feeling of humidity. It was reminding me of that era of Beatles music where it's like really messing around with chords, like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and all that kind of stuff. Wow. Oh, gorgeous chord. I love how on these like B-side albums she really does just feel free to just experiment. It's really cool. Cool. That like end section was so cool. I loved that. I loved how experimental it was. It kind of, was really giving me that era of like experimental 70s kind of thing. Simultaneously futuristic and throwback at the same time. It's like, the only thing is that I'm not sure in the chorus, the main chorus, that the chords do work enough for me. It almost like it needs like one like more simplified harmonic motion within that chorus just to pull it all home. But I do love the fact that she's really thrown it all out there. And again, that could be another grower. dream slow. I want you to be the one for me, you know. The light inside your eyes begins to glow. I won't hold you back from anything you want, babe. I want you to be the one. So she's discovering this relationship with them, and maybe they're not ready to say I love you yet. And she's like, I'm going to be patient for you. Like, I'm already there, but I will wait for you. I want to invest in this. I want this to be the one, you know. I can see diamonds in the rough. I would fight airplanes and ocean for your touch. Interesting. Maybe he's really not into it, and she's like, I can see that I'm not the one in your dreams, but I can foresee in my dreams the way that this is going to work. I'm going to help you get there. You know, we're going to have to build each other's lives. We're going to have to make time. So it's like, I think like there's a maturity to this like romance, because she's kind of not worried that he's going to leave her because he's not in love straight away. You know, as you get older, you realize that like the moments where you fall in love instantly burn hard, burn fast and burn bright, and then they're over, you know. Whereas like the ones that grow and you kind of see something in someone and you just are patient, that's the one that really means something, you know. Let's go to the next one. This is Shy Boy, which I have heard because I did it in my catch-up reaction. So if you do want to see my original reaction to that, I'll leave a link for you. But yeah, let's see if it's grown on me.
Drinking, so I say what I'm thinking.
I think I really like the verse. The chorus doesn't really... Yeah, I don't feel it. It has got a good groove to it. I remember in my reaction, I was feeling it for the first like verse and chorus, and then I just kind of fell off. I can understand why they chose it as the lead single though, because it definitely like, it's like the most like central. I do like how it's like celebrating the shy ones, you know, because sometimes like the people who are out there and big and like in your face and grab your attention, often they're not really the good ones, you know. Everything he turns to gold or sugar. She's definitely grown on me a bit. I am vibing to it a bit more. I feel like it's a bit more of a background song though, whereas like a bunch of her other songs are like ones I would just like grab my attention and I just adore, you know, and I'm not getting that. That's definitely grown on me a bit, but yeah, I think it's a bit more of like a little bit more of a background vibe jam to me. If you want to check out the original reaction, I'll link it for you. I think I go through a bit more of the lyrics and stuff in that one, but let's move on to the next one. This is Kollage with a K. Maybe it's a collage of the Kardashians. Whoa, very Fleetwood Mackie drum intro. I love all the references to that era though. It does feel like it's fulfilling that kind of 70s singer-songwriter promise a bit more than the previous album did. Wow. Love that. I feel like in this album she's really flexing. She's like, I'm a great songwriter and I can make it work, even with less than typical production and dynamics. Oh, gorgeous. That chorus has really sold me. There's a real anxiety in this song of like, she feels like she's ruined something. Like those fast wordy, it's like trying to explain yourself quickly, you know? It's like you're stuck within those problems and those mistakes that you made. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous chorus. I love it. There's a guilt, isn't there? You know, like I did it to myself, I did it to you. This is what I did to us, like, and the mood of it is so stewing and like, it's just like, oh, just so perfectly realised. I really like this. Her songwriting is just like really matured, I think. Like, I mean, obviously like Emotion and stuff was so beautiful, but it's just like there's so many layers and complex things going on in this, which is really exciting to hear an artist unfurl and discover new things within themselves, you know? I really, really like that. That was really cool. Yeah, like the way that the production and musically, how it really fully fleshed out this feeling of guilt and sadness, and I've done something wrong and now I'm stuck in my feelings and I can't explain to you because maybe like he said, no, I don't want to be with you. Like, I don't want to be near you. I need you to get away from me or something. And she's on her own and she's just like going through it. I love like the moments of like really fast vocal phrasing. It's like that feeling where you want to explain yourself to somebody but you kind of can't, and so the words just kind of tumble out one on top of one another. It's really, really giving that. It's like so cool, and I just adore the chorus. Like the way it went musically was just so gorgeous, and like the dynamic shift was really subtle and really like unexpected as well, like really beautiful. That like bit at the end as well, like the piano and how like almost like out of tune the piano sounds. It's like it's kind of risky in terms of like, you know, it's not pristine. It's like she's got the confidence to say, I'm going to do something that's moody and not pristine and not upbeat and not perfect, you know? And that's kind of where the development in her kind of songwriting and artistry has really come into fruition at this point, you know? It's like really cool. Yeah, love it. Really, really like that song. I think I'm going to start doing like a this is the best song of the album segment at the end, so stay tuned. Trying to paint a picture of the sun with all its flowers reaching closer past the surface, like I'm slowly getting closer to you. Give it all my time, paralysed devotion. Give it all some time. I've been in the dark, paralysed in motion, lost in wintertime. Maybe she cheated, I'm not sure, like, yeah, I don't know. But it feels like she's really lost within that guilt, you know. Did I do it to myself? Hard to know for sure. Did I hurt somebody else? Because you're the only thing. Nothing really matters, but it matters if it matters to you. So maybe it's not that she cheated, maybe she just did something that she didn't realise was hurting him, but now has kind of realised that, and she's like really questioning herself. Yeah, beautiful. Let me know what your interpretation of the song is. Next song, this is Shadow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Giving me a bit of a 90s fusion. It's almost a bit garage, those drums. Again, love the mood. Yeah. Ooh. Love that. Oh, gorgeous. Really good hook. I just love the mood of it. I'm really, really into this album.
Daydreaming on an airplane. Sometimes it's better to not think. I think you might already know. There's not a place that you don't go.
Wow. Very cool. I just love this chorus. I love how it's kind of upbeat but also moody at the same time. I can't wait till she comes back to the UK. Me and my boyfriend went to go see her when she was in London last. We loved it. It was just such a great show. Gorgeous. Loved that. That was so cool. Like, I loved that Shadow. I loved Kollage. I loved After Last Night. I loved Kamikaze. There's like so many cool songs on this album that are unexpectedly complex and have so many layers and so many moods and really good drum production, and like it's great. It's really good. I don't say I didn't warn you. I'm something like a shadow. It takes a ghost to know one. And we're so good when we're in motion. City to city, heartbeat to heartbeat, body to body. And I keep contemplating our situation. There's no escaping. Your words are following me. City, city, city to city. Heartbeat to heartbeat. You got me, you got me. Oh, God. Those just... the rhythm and the poetry in that, just gorgeous. Really, really, really nicely written. So romantic, and I love this idea of, it's like, doesn't matter how far apart we are, maybe she's on tour, maybe like they're busy doing other stuff, but she's like, you've got me, you don't need to worry about that, like it doesn't matter where we are, it's like I'm your shadow, you know. Yeah, really gorge. Maybe it's kind of like building up a portrait of like their developing relationship like throughout all these songs. Okay, next song, this is Psychedelic Switch. Oh, okay. Okay, we're definitely in noughties dance territory. It's building. Cool intro. It's really giving me Daft Punk. That's what it's giving me.
Sunrise all the time.
Gorgeous.
Like I'm waking up in no euphoria.
Oh my god.
Your love is such a trip.
Love it. Nice. So it's more of this idea of this dream, you know. Ah, gorgeous. I love how dry her voice is in the middle of this. Ah, so cool. I love this.
Now it's making sense.
So everything is making sense.
It's like a psychedelic switch.
Oh, I love it.
Dream and meditate.
I love them. It really is like a kind of psychedelic trip, like a dream. But like that dream is her being fully in love, you know?
I'm putting on the ring.
Love it.
I'm not scared to show you. Can't be you loving me. It's hard to resist. It's like a psychedelic switch.
Ooh. Where are we going now? I love this. This is so good. I'm obsessed. This is great. This is really giving me like that era of Daft Punk. It gives me so much like nostalgia hearing like this style, you know. Gosh, she just knows, doesn't she? Every time she comes back and she just knows how to write a fucking banger. It's just such a groove. Amazing. Who knew that Carly Rae could do a Daft Punk vibe song and just completely smash it out the park? It's really giving me like Digital Love. Last night I had a dream about you. It's very that vibe. I feel like she's probably taken that reference and just like ran with it and made like such a kind of fun, upbeat, unique riff on that that's just so fun and so romantic and so part of this dream. Like the whole album feels part of this dream. It's like she's really kind of got to a point in her artistry where she can like experiment, but not only that, she can string all these things together, make them really cool pop hits, do something unexpected and different, but still manage to string all the songs into this theme of like the dream, this hazy dream. It's kind of very humid, very sweaty. All the songs have that kind of edge to it, that kind of dreamlike sense of like psychedelic, kind of slightly lost 70s reference. All that, it's the blah, 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 all that. Being in love with you and truly in love with you, it's like a switch. It's like my life has finally made sense. It's like I'm waking up in a euphoria. My insecurities are things I never was. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. I was a sad song before we bet, but boy, your love is such a trip. It's like a psychedelic switch. Don't wake me because I'm lucid dreaming, meditating on your lips, because baby, I'd be satisfied forever with a couple years of this. Oh my. So gorgeous. It's like so in love that it's like a trip. And that idea of it being like a drug trip actually relates to that kind of late 60s, early 70s hippie era as well. So good. Next song. This is So Right.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
I mean, no.
I'm complimented by you.
That's giving me Barbie Girl.
Don't blame you for your hesitation. We'll cry again. You follow me high.
Oh, gorgeous.
Where you go. I was wrong.
Oh.
Sometimes we get it so.
I just love her songwriting style. She's just got such a knack for brilliant melodies. She's just got such an ear for it, you know.
Baby, we can get it so right.
Gorgeous.
Got in trouble with dinner. There was conversation.
This is like, I think, low-key one of my favourite albums from her. I think it might be better than The Loneliest Time as well. Like,
'Cause on the occasion,
yeah.
I was wrong. I'm certain to it. Did I lose your love? As we get it so right.
Oh God, I just love that. The mood of this one.
Did we fuck this
I'm obsessed.
Sometimes we get it so bad. Because I know we can get it so right.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, like sometimes we get it wrong, but when it's right, it's so good, you know? It's been a bit of a tumultuous relationship, it seems, this one, but she's like so in love that it's all worth it, you know? Because when it's good, it's so fucking good, you know? It feels like she trusts that it's gonna go the distance because of like how strongly she feels about it, you know? It's just gorgeous. Oh my God, I love that. Just the mood in these songs is just like so fully fleshed and so fully realized and so like gorgeous and groovy and like has this dreamy quality to it. All of that, like just lovely. Really, really nice stuff. I love the beginning was like a total cheesy reference, but like worked quite well and actually was like super fun. Okay, next song. This is Come Over. Oh, nice. Nicely produced. I love the forwardness of the drums and everything. There's some really, like, a couple of really nice chords in there. Right there. Yeah, this one's not like sending me as much actually. Like at the beginning I was like, oh, I'm really feeling this. But this bit's good. Yeah, the chorus kind of like doesn't develop enough for me, I think. Yeah, I do particularly enjoy that guitar solo moment. Yeah, that one was good, but I wasn't feeling it quite as much. I think maybe it needed a little bit more like musical development and development in the chorus in terms of the hook and the melody and stuff. Yeah, and then like lyrically it kind of wasn't mad, was it? Do you know what I mean? Like not like quite as good as some of the other songs on the album for me. Okay, next song, this is Put It to Rest. Ooh. What an interesting rhythm. Wow, I love the combination of like the quite intense rhythm and really light piano. Wow. Put it to rest. Maybe you need to sort out some of your demons. Otherwise we're not gonna continue with this relationship. It's not gonna work. Amazing. Oh my God. I love some of this really frantic drum production throughout this. Like, there seems to be a lot of it, and I'm really, really all for it. Wow. Oh, even more rhythm. God, the drum production is just another level. I love the sense of freedom in this album, how it's made, like... Really, really, really cool. Cinematic as well. Oh God, those drums are just so interesting because they're so like fraught, so fast. But like the rest of it has like a real delicate touch to it, you know, including her vocal performance and everything too. Amazing. Love it. So cool. Oh my God, there's so many songs in this album that are just so well made. There's like so many levels are just so good. Oh my God, this album is amazing. Yeah, just so many levels to that though. Faces lost in time, like a faded magazine. I've been hard to find, I've been close but out of reach. When you're next to me, put it to rest so the rest won't follow me. Put it to rest with the rest. So nicely written. Really simple but really, really good, clever wordplay that really kind of seems to speak to like trying to bury your demons, trying to bury like the things that the mistakes you did in the past. Feels like earlier she was a little bit lost in those mistakes, but now she's like, I need to put it to rest, otherwise it's gonna completely follow me throughout this relationship and haunt my current relationship. It's like burying the bodies, like getting rid of the ghosts so I'm not haunted, you know, that kind of thing. I never even told you that I only ever wanted you. I wake up in the morning in the emptiest of empty rooms. So it seems as if she's maybe letting like her past mistakes and her past traumas like influenced this current relationship, and now she's like in a moment where she doesn't know where it's going to be, you know, because she's alone. Really just amazing. She's great. I'm obsessed. Okay. Next one, this is Stadium Love.
Hey, Carly, watch this.
Okay. Hey, Carly.
Got you on my mind for the second time, but I'm feeling that stadium love.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This is for the weekend lovers. Sliding doors goodbye. Hello, goodbye. I'm just
Cool. Again. She just like subverts your expectations so much on this album.
Hey, boy, saw you on the weekend. Hey,
Amazing.
now I'm only feeling stadium love.
Cool. Oh my god, really cool. I love how it's like talking about like this like huge level of love, but also making it musically like dun dun dun, like that kind of Queen Stadium reference, you know.
So you better hurry up. You're calling me up. Got you on my mind.
I feel like this song is missing something a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Love the production on it. Really cool. I just felt like it was almost missing a climax. I felt like there was like something extra that it just needed just to send it off into the stratosphere. But I really did enjoy the vibe of that and like the meaning of like this kind of love that is just like completely like over the top, you know? Yeah, quite cool, but not my favourite. Before we go into the final song, this is a quick shout out to my patrons. Yoo. So these guys support me over on Patreon. Their names are all coming up on the screen now. That is just one of your perks. You can actually watch all my videos, including this video, completely unedited, and you can, even on the upper tiers, get to choose what I react to. All those videos that I record for the requests get posted on the Patreon, and so every single month you have loads and loads of bonus videos that are picked by the upper tiers. So yeah, if you want to get involved in the community, then the link is in the description. Final song, this is Weekend Love. Ooh, love that little fluty thing. Ooh, nice. This is like giving me like an amped up version of the Western Wind kind of loop.
An ordinary young girl about the things you so had done.
Really incredible drum production.
Everybody comes down.
Cool. Nice.
Alright. I'm alright.
Yeah.
So go on fooling around. I'll be alright.
Cool. Really fun production. This album has really like sent it off on the production for me. Like it's so not what I expected.
No sleeping on your shoulder. Everybody comes down.
Nice. Interesting dynamics. Doesn't go exactly where you expect it to. It's really emblematic of the whole album, really.
Hits me on the highlight.
Love that. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Very different. Really loved that as a groove for the end of the album. And it felt settled and it felt like confident and like, you know, anxiety free, you know. Really nice. Amazing groove that like subverts your expectations. Like I think that's really like the thing with this album is that I feel so surprised at so many moments. Like for me it's better than The Loneliest Time. I thought The Loneliest Time was really good, but like she set up with the Western Wind, like it's like I'm gonna have all these 70s references. It's gonna be like, you know, kind of this like slow jam, like there's like, you know, all those kinds of things, and with all the imagery and stuff, it kind of felt like it was a really different direction. Like there were so many songs on the album that I loved, but I feel like in terms of a cohesive direction, it didn't feel like it had it. But this one does. What she was promising with The Loneliest Time, I feel like she fulfills that much more with The Loveliest Time. But also it fulfills that and even so much more because it takes like the essence of like the kind of 70s sounds and kind of a 70s kind of psychedelic hippie thing, but like expresses it in a way that's like really, really, really moody, really moody, brilliantly produced, and then also quite experimental in a way that really, really works and just like constantly surprises and subverts your expectations. And I think that's like something I'm so excited to hear from Carly, because like, you know, like her career's kind of been built on like these pristine pop classics, and I love them. But like, it is really exciting to hear her experimenting and developing her artistry so that she doesn't get pigeonholed, you know? And I think she has the kind of fan base that will support that, you know? I just adore her. This is up there with Emotion. Maybe not quite the highest highs of Emotion, but like, certainly like, there's a bunch of songs in there that I just loved, and it just was one after another. So, number one song on the album, I think I'm gonna give my best song of the album to Put It to Rest. Maybe. Okay, my best song of the album, I've decided, is Put It to Rest. It's got mood, it's got a delicate touch, it's got interesting musical phrasing, it's got really cool different dynamics. I just love it. I feel like, yeah, that's the best song on the album. Cool, fight me. Let me know in the comments what your favourite song of the album is. If you want to check out my playlist with all of the latest album reactions, you can check it out here. Or if you want to check out my music, you can check it out here.